I'd encourage anyone to come to the Holy Lands. It's a great experience because what it does is it deepens your faith. It's one thing to read about what happened in the text. It's another thing altogether to come and to experience it and to see the remains, the ruins that are still around. It helps to entrench the scriptures in your minds and in your hearts. And I've had so many students that have accompanied me on these journeys, and adults as well, whose lives have been transformed because of the experiences that they've had in the Holy Lands, whether it's Greece, whether it's Turkey, or whether it's Israel.
It's such a great experience, and being able to visit all the same sites as Jesus did and see where he taught his disciples and where he led his people to. It's a great step for your faith, and Tutku Tours does a great job too of picking which sites to plan, and all of our hotels and everything were amazing.
One of the highlights of this trip for me was our trip to the Sea of Galilee. As we were sailing on the sea, it was super easy to just envision Jesus standing on the shore and Peter jumping out of the boat to go follow Jesus. So it's been really cool to see how this trip has allowed our faith to really become something that's vibrant and living rather than just something that's stagnant and on a piece of paper.
I heard about this, I was super excited, and we brought it together. I got to go to where everything started. I got to come out and get out of the country and be where Jesus was when he was preaching. When I'm reading the Bible, like all these places that he went to, now I can see them in my mind. I don't have to guess at it.
It's very important. The day I decided to be a tour guide, first of all, I asked myself, do I like to communicate with the people? Do I enjoy the history? If you have these two sense and interest, there is no way you could be not successful. So that's what was my decision, and that's how I started my work. And so far it's about 30 years I'm doing this job now, nearly 27 years of them in Tutku Tours. And the time you finish the tour, when the people get off the bus, you look at their faces. If you see that happy faces, you feel that you done your job that day. And the day they leave the country, and when they are so happy, and they start to correspond to you and write you letters and emails and all these things, you see, here I am, I've done my job. So you become one of the best ambassadors to your country while you are living in your own country.
This trip has been very eye-opening and life-changing for me personally. Getting to walk the footsteps of my Savior has been very sobering, and the Word truly becomes flesh here. It's very concrete because of the things that we get to see. It's just breathtaking. It's just something that I think every believer should experience for themselves. I think it makes you better equipped to share the gospel because you've been there, you've seen it. Like the early church leaders walk these grounds as well and establish so many things that we label crucial today. Just being able to come back to the root of that, I think really solidifies one's faith.
It's became real. So you hear about the Bible and you read things, and you don't put a tangible thing with the story. So now it's like, wow, I can really understand where Jesus came from, what this looks like. So that was really cool to be able to have a physical thing with the story.
I've been working with Tutku Tours for more than 20 years, and they're the best. I worked with several operations previously, and they're good, but not of the same standard. They are reasonable in terms of their prices. They have become more and more proficient in terms of offering biblical tours, and their guides have all been trained and are just excellent. He's also very flexible, so if you want to plan your own itinerary to fit your specific needs, that's easy to do. He's got some standard tours that we've taken in the past, so you can use those or anything that fits your particular needs.